Hey guys, so I'm going to honor the fact that you guys showed up early tonight. Early is on time. And as we know, our business is set up to be about us success, loving speed, being on time, being prompt, and being business owners. So I am going to go ahead and get started. Thank you for being here early. Thank you for making arrangements for your evening to be here with me. I'm actually in Tulum right now for the Black Status Retreat. And showing up in spite of. And I'm actually at dinner right. I was at dinner and we literally just ordered. And a piece of me was like, do I cancel this and enjoy my friends? Or do I do what I said I was going to do and finish what I start? So here I am. I am live. I am connecting. I am being with all of you. And I wanted that to be the takeaway, the first takeaway of the night, to know that integrity is doing what you said you would do long after the feeling that you said it in is gone. Many times we will say we're going to add 5 people a day, or we're going to message people about the opportunity, or I'm going to do vendor events. We say all the things that we want to do for our business, yet when it's time to execute it, when the fire has died out or the motivation that we had has been killed, now all of a sudden we don't want to do what we said we would do. For 2023, I want you to commit to finishing what you start, regardless what that may be. Last week, we talked about different ways that you could work the business, how to recreate your vision, and how to relaunch your business to get back into the game. Tonight, we're going to talk about some of the things that I learned today here in Tulum, what my aha moments was, and different things that I hope that it can be able to better serve you in your business. I'm literally doing this from my heart. I have no notes with me. I'm actually sitting in front of a fire pit for lighting for you to be able to see me. And so I'm just going to go off the cuff and go off the top of my head, because I feel like sometimes you just have to do it, right? You just have to pull the trigger. Sometimes you just have to lean in and decide, you know what? I don't know where this is going to lead me or to take me, but I know I want to be a part of it. So I'm going to feel all the feels and do it anyway. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm showing up full on passion and just literally giving you guys my heart and what I think. I have been with Younique 10 years this year. 10, yes, 10 years this year. It is the longest thing that I have committed to in a very long time. I was married for 13 years, so that can kind of give you a little bit of a scenario. That's about the only thing besides my marriage I have been committed to. When I joined this company, I was a professional job hopper. I was the type of worker that I'm an extremely hard worker, and I have a lot of hustle. I'm reliable. I'm dependable. I'm prompt. I'm on time. I'm a team player. I'm all the things that you would want in a perfect employee, but I was a new mom. So I went through this cycle of I would get a job to take care of my child, to missing my child, to quitting the job, to realizing I needed the job because I have a child. And then I went through that cycle over and over and over. So I was very good at interviewing and securing the job, but then mom guilt would kick in. My baby's at daycare all day. I'm a young teen mom at the time. And I just literally was looking for a better way. So I found myself being 23, with having my 3rd child, and I wanted something that was for me. One of my girlfriends posted about the mascara in her timeline. There were no women of color at the time in this company. I did not have a large network. I didn't know a lot of people. I didn't have any money. I overdrew my bank account to join Younique. I had my husband at the time worked really hard at AutoZone to provide for our family. I figured by the time I joined, I could sell a few mascaras and I'll replace the money before he realizes it. Like, that was the thought process of it. And I just knew, even though no one looked like me, no one talked like me, no one was from the South like me, it wasn't a lot of us that didn't have a lot of money that joined Younique. It wasn't a lot of us that didn't have a lot of education, but I knew in my gut and heart that there was something different here and I needed to be a part of it. So I hit that join button. I joined for $99. I did not get an amazing kit that you get right now. I got literally every color of the pigments. With the time we had eyeshadow pigments, and I did not even get mascara. I got a facial cleanser in my kit. The number one seller was mascara at the time. So I had to post other people's pictures and go off of other people's testimonials and hope that this company was literally what they said that it would be, because God forbid I sell this mascara and it's not as great as it is, and I've never tried it, so I don't know, how this is going to fall. Long story short, I was so passionate. Write that down. Passion and joy is contagious. Passion and joy is contagious. The more passionate you are, the more you show that you love what you do, the more that you are consistent with what you love. People love that. So at the first of the year, something that I've been doing is called Kanisha's Morning Thoughts. And I literally just type out every single thing that I am thinking of first thing in the morning. I have a hashtag with it. And I've done this now probably for about 4 days consistently. Well, my people know when I start something, I usually finish it. So if you know that you're not the best consistent person, my suggestion would be to prove them wrong, to go ahead and get started, because I promise, if the more consistent that you are, and like I said, I was a professional job hopper on and off, so my track record wasn't the best, right? People didn't believe me because I was so in and out of things. I would join businesses and they didn't work out. You name it, I probably tried it. It wasn't until Younique that made me feel like I deserve more. And I will tell anyone, what makes Younique different is the heartbeat of this company. If you want to become more, you can be more. And the fact that we get to serve on both ends, meaning someone can buy a product today and see a difference today, and we get instant gratification by getting paid every 3 hours in that, and being a part of something that is bigger than us. We have the perfect, to me, the lethal threat, right? We have all three that anything that a direct sales company could want has. We have amazing product. We have an amazing company. We really have an amazing structure. There's not many that can compete with us. So as soon as I got to the room this morning for our training, I could feel the vibes of like good energy. And I have to say, this is the 9th Black Status Retreat that I have gone to, that the first time I walked in the room, that it didn't feel like a competition, because you know how we women can be. We're sizing each other up, who can sell more, who can do more. I walked in the room, it didn't feel like a competition. It didn't feel like we were in hustle and grind mode, because that's something else that we have become accustomed to. Team no sleep, depleting ourselves till we don't have anything to give, sell, 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 sell. It didn't feel like that in the room this morning. When I walked in, it was light and it was airy and it was positive vibes, and everyone wanted to be a part of the family reunion. We're hugging, we're kissing cheeks, we're loving on each other because we have not seen each other in so long. I don't always feel like that about Black Status Retreat. Sometimes my Black Status retreats felt like, like it was like a gut wrenching to go, because I hadn't maintained my status, or I didn't hit the PRS goals that I had. And I would be in my own mind, comparing. The very first activity that they had us do this morning was pull an affirmation card. You guys know that's my jam. They put like 10 cards on the table. We all shuffled and we pulled the one that, was relatable to us without looking at it right side up. My card said, when I see something in others, I cheer for them extremely loud. And I just thought that was perfection for me, because it made so much sense. To be successful in network marketing, you have to make it about other people. If you are looking to build residual income through a team, you have to make it about others. You have to serve others. You have to be with a servant mindset. How can I invest more into others? How can I help her better? How can I get her to pink? How can I get her to blue? It has to be about them in order to be successful here. So I thought it was interesting that I pulled the card that was relatable to being in service for others. What I see in others, I cheer for loudly. And I cheer loud, and I'm consistent with the cheering, and I love on people. You can never love somebody too much, guys. You can never love anybody on your team too much. So that was how we started off today. Then we started off with personal development. After that, after we pulled all our cards, we talked about a growth mindset versus a fixated mindset. A fixated mindset would be, well, I did it once, but I don't know if I can do it again. No one's buying my product. No one wants to hear what I have to say. Oh my gosh, somebody just joined in my area and she's not on my team, so she's going to now steal all my customers, right? It's all the things that are related to lack or doubt or anything that does not align with bringing you more success and more prosperity. A growth mindset would be not comparing, speaking life into your business, looking for avenues to be able to create more revenue for your business, looking for avenues to be able to take your mind to the next level from where you are to where you're going, and being able to make decisions that will align with that. Okay, so I have a graphic on what he shared with us on that, and I will share that with your uplines when I give them the replay. But it was like two women looking at each other, and one had a fixated mindset, one had a growth mindset, and the verbiage in the conversations was just different, and it was so awesome. So that was a good aha moment for me, that am I looking for ways to better grow myself, or am I still singing the same song from what I did 10 years ago? Because we both know things have changed a lot in a decade, digitally, emotionally, physically, financially. All the things change, right? Every 2 to 3 years, it's like I'm someone different. So I had to realize, as a 22-year-old girl that was hungry for success with 3 little kids, that was willing to sacrifice everything to make this, be successful. Now I can do it again with more wisdom. Now I can do it again with better choices to be made. And you can decide too that you want to rise up, become more, and be more in order to have more in our company. The next thing that we did was we voted for where our incentive trip would be for next year. So it was really cool how they did it. They were very thrown up in the air of what it needed to be. So they created a survey with the 3 options, which was to go back to the Hard Rock in Punta Cana, was to come back to Mexico to Riviera Maya, or to go on a cruise to a new destination. Of course, we've been to the other 2 several times. We went to Hard Rock twice. We've been to Mexico now the last 3 years. So it does not shock me that cruise won. I'm really excited about going. The benefits of going on a cruise are phenomenal, because you don't need a passport in order to go on a cruise. You do not have to technically fly, because most likely the port is going to be in a central location like Florida or something like that. So a lot of people are willing to drive there. So now you're saving on flights, and it is an equal playing field where any person can be a part of it, because a lot of people don't get to travel because we specifically don't have the money for a passport. But now that it eliminates that. And then they have the drinking package. So it's more cost effective, where you're not having to always buy extra things in order to be able to get souvenirs and things like that. Now you have extra pictures with the animal towels. And I'm just really excited to be able to bring my kids. That's another big thing for me. It seems to me in the years past, it's been cheaper to bring them on the cruise, because they can go in my room versus doing the Hard Rock the way it was basically almost like paying for a whole separate room, even though they were in the room with us. So I'm excited about it. They did not give us a destination. They did say it would be around spring next year before it happened, but we'll have the incentive trip period time where we're able to do it. We have the Get To group that I run every year, where I give you different business tips and ideas and tricks and things that you can do to be able to earn the incentive trip. So I'm really excited about that. They gave us a cute little mocktail to get with that. The next thing that we covered was convention. So we are now going global. So make sure you get your Salt Lake City ticket. It is back on sale for early bird. You actually get to get it through the end of the month for the early bird price. I want to say the early bird price was $269. It was somewhere around there. So it was $239, $269. But it's so worth it. You're going to get all the new products, the top of the line training from the best of the best. I always compare it to college. You go to university in hopes of getting a degree to get a job. If you go to Younique University and come to convention, I can guarantee you, you're going to earn some cash. You go to Younique in order to earn some money. You go to get a degree in order to earn some money. It's the exact same thing, and it doesn't cost you $40,000 to get it. So because it's moving global, we do not have a convention planned for the US next year. So if you don't have a passport, you might want to get it, or be intentional about coming to convention in Salt Lake City, because we do not have a Canada or US convention next year. So I'm excited about doing a takeover with my team and going over to the Europe and supporting them, because honestly, they come here a lot, right? They come here a lot. They come to the US, they do the flights, they put in the time, they invest the money. It's a long flight to come from UK to the United States. The least we can do is return the favor every once and again and be like, we see you, our sister, and live up to our mission and to uplift, empower, and validate all women around the world. It is unfair to ask all the other countries to always fly to us simply because we're in America. So I'm really excited for that expansion. I'm sure they'll have some type of virtual option for those that can't physically, emotionally, or financially afford to be there. So I'm excited for that and what's going to come with that. March 20th, we have another virtual summit. We had one last year that was phenomenal, phenomenal. So much amazingness came out of it. I truly feel like the more you are plugged in, the greater it will be for, to me, everything when it comes to your business. The more I invest and show up and be here every single day, the more the passion comes back, the more the excitement comes back, the more I'm able to just love on my people. And it is so important for you to be able to do that. So make time to be there. March 20th, invest into all of them, love on them. It's a free event to be a part of. I actually want to do like a watch party with my team. I don't know how that's going to work out yet, but we shall see, right? I'm going to do some type of watch party either at my house and people that live local can come, or I can go closer to my team. It'll work itself out. But I really want people to see the new exciting thing that is coming. They have worked so much on it. They have invested so much time and money into this resource to be able to revamp the face of Younique. That was mainly the mission and the goal that was shared today. The future of Younique is so bright, guys. We are a part of the gig economy now. Everybody wants to be a part of the gig economy. Everyone's looking for a side hustle. Everyone's looking for something on the side to do. We are the answer to that. We are the pioneers of that. MLM, network marketing, social selling. We are the pioneers of being able to do that. We are the answer to the gig economy, and everybody wants to be a part of a digital community. So outside of your local community, there are so many people online that want to connect. COVID made it so much easier for people to be used to doing things online and being a part of Zoom and doing all type of things that they can work together with one another, online. So make sure that you are at the Global Summit. It is going to be March 20th. It's probably going to be an all-day thing. Last year it was like 6 hours long. It was they give you breaks in between, sneak off work, whatever you got to do. Be there, because it is important to set you apart for this first quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, beginning of the spring. We all know that growth, flowers, and blooming and beautifulness happens in the spring. So right now we're planting the seeds and putting our head down and doing the work now for the amazingness that is to come at the Global Summit. So I'm really excited to see where we grow next with everything. The main thing that Derek kept instilling in us is we cannot be what we were 10 years ago. We're only going to be better. We're going to be innovative. We're going to be simplifying the system. It's no more hustle over here, hustle over there. The systems that he showed us today are going to be so simple that you can literally click a button and life happens for you. Okay. So much revamping, from the way that we do affiliates, from the way that our website functions, the way we communicate as a whole, as a company, via social media. If you can think of it, it is most likely enhancing and growing, except the comp plan. Except the comp plan. The comp plan is what it is. We just changed it. No need in messing with perfection. It's already perfect. So I'm really excited for that. If you are excited about anything that I am saying, can you please say something in the comments? Y'all are awful quiet tonight. Do we have a list of the Global Summit places and times? Absolutely, Louise, and I can share that as well. I do know there's going to be a few events in Canada, a few in Australia, a few in Mexico. Like, they made it intentional to hit all the parts. So I'm really excited for what these global events do. Lots of change coming, lots of good coming, lots of new recruiting is going to be done. We talked about the waves of business and how things are like up and down, right? Nothing stays consistent. It's either shooting up or it settles. So the best thing that Younique is doing is getting ahead of the settling, right? So while other companies are literally mounds and mounds in debt trying to figure it out, we're still a debt-free company. We paid out with this new comp plan $6 million more than the old comp plan, or the older comp plan that we had. So that one simple change paid out $6 million more dollars, like money in people's pocket. We are literally changing lives, okay? Literally changing lives. So I'm really excited for that. If you guys have any questions, feel free to pop them in. This is going to be a short one because today was like so easy. Like another thing that I really loved about the easiness of it was the fact that it didn't seem forced. Usually when we come to this, we're on this strict time schedule and hurry up and get back from the bathroom. And like everything is just like really been a hustle culture for us. But today, like we ended early to go to lunch and then we ended early for the day. And I really think it was because we're handling things with grace and ease now compared to what we were. Oh my gosh, I sat in water. My whole tissue is wet. That's so funny. So let me see in the chats if we have any questions. That's so funny. I'm pulling my whole dress up. I love it. I love you too, Louise. So much goodness. Stay encouraged. I'm so glad you held on to your businesses. Please know it's only going to be better from here. And I say that from a place of, I know it's been hard. I know it's been hard to stay focused and to stay here and to not make any money and to not get any new product and to be running out of product and stop being out for so long and websites crashing and employees running in and out. And the company as a whole has been through a lot these past 2 years. So commend yourself for staying here and committing and deciding. I signed up and I'm going to ride the wheels off, because those that have stayed are getting ready to be rewarded. The new incentive trip period is coming. Decide in your mind now, I'm going to earn this. Anyone can now, because this is an even playing field for us all. So decide, I'm going to go all in, and they have gone all in. Like I can tell from what he showed us today, at least $2 million was invested in this new program that's coming, at least. And it's not about hustle bustle mindset of who can sell the most or who's going to fulfill the most or anything like that. It wasn't a, how do I explain? Because, usually when we do things, it's like, you got to get this car bonus or sponsor so many people and get this bonus, or, it was none of that today. It was it was not any, we're going to aggravate your sales to give you a bonus, or you got to sponsor a whole bunch of people to get this bonus, or if people hit the fast start, you're going to get this. It was none of that talk. It was simply, here's how your systems are going to be. Here's how the new onboarding is going to be. Here's how this is going to be. Like it was straight up, we're going systems, we're going simple, we're going easy, and those that want to run are going to be able to be successful with this. If you work a full-time job and do this part-time, Younique is getting ready to blow your socks off, because it's a click of a button and it's going to be better. The last thing that I wanted to share is they came up with a new reward system. So we're having global leadership throughout the company now. And they will also get invited to the new program that we have for the, we call them field agents, where they're like customer support, but now they're account managers. And those that are qualified for this global leadership will get one of the account managers that will be personally assigned to them. We've completely overhauled the FDA, the support system, to be able to be better and more efficient to communicating with all of us, because it's been rough, right? Sometimes they send us one thing and someone else can ask the same question and they get a completely different answer, right? So I don't know. I don't know if y'all can feel the excitement. I'm glad. I'm ready. I'm honored. I'm excited. It's amazing. I'm privileged. I'm overjoyed. I'm at peace. And I'm excited that I'm still here, because I think it's going to be a lot that comes from this new wave. The fact that Younique has decided we're going to go simple so we can be better, and they invited us to be alongside of that. Today felt more like a partnership. They asked questions and asked for feedback versus here's what we're doing and this is what you need to be doing. So I think that they have really learned, in order to become better, we have to be a family, we have to be together, and we have to grow together with one another. So your affirmation of the day is, when I see others being successful, I cheer for them louder as if it was me, because we have to get back to that. Getting out of that scarcity mindset is what is going to get us there. And the only way we can be that is to begin to change other people's lives. If we can start changing other people's lives again, I guarantee you, your fire will come back and you will be better than ever before, because now you have the experience of knowing what hard times and good times are like. I am excited. I love you guys, and I will catch you guys next week.